Hello everyone. So hope you all are well and good. And we will be starting with Indian geography now, which will be focusing more on the competitive exams like civil services, UPSC civil services, CDS, and other state civil services exam. So starting with the Indian geography, first of all, as we have already studied that what is the importance of latitudes and longitudes in the physical geography in another video. Now we'll try to locate at which point of Earth does our India situated. So this is equator, and say this is prime meridian, 0 degree longitude. If this is equator, 23.5 north, this is Tropic of Cancer, and at around till 35 degree north. If this region is a tropical region, then this is a subtropical region. Further, 66.5 degree north, this will be known as temperate or mid latitudes, and this will be the polar region. So our India is situated, or you can say the Tropic of Cancer passes through India and divides into almost two equal parts. So if I look at the location of India, it is somewhat like this. So Tropic of Cancer almost divides India into two equal parts. Now what we have to study is that what are the longitudinal and latitudinal extent of India. So if I talk about latitudinal extent, in the north we have latitude that is 37 degree 6 minutes north. See, no need to cram it. Just look over here. Picturize. All the latitudes in the north of the equator will have north at last. Simple. कि अगर यहां पर कोई latitude है and if there is a latitude over here, both will have north at last. Don't get confused in the exam if there is written that it is 8 degree 4 minutes south. No, it won't be 8 degree 4 minutes south. If we look as per Earth, it will be 8 degree 4 minutes north only. Now, if we talk about longitudes, so all the longitudes east to the prime meridian will have E, or so called east at last. So here it will be 68 degree 7 minutes east, and here it will be 97 degree 25 minutes east. Also, one latitude known as the Tropic of Cancer passes through India is 23.5 degree. 23.5 degree north. So what are the which through which states do it pass? The one is Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura, and Mizoram. We have to write it down. Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura, and Mizoram. So these are the 8 states from which Tropic of Cancer passes. Now one longitude which is known as IST, or which shows Indian Standard Time. The value of that IST is 82 degree and 30 minutes east. Actually, in 1884, there was a conference and it was decided that the longitude passing from Greenwich, the Royal Observatory of Greenwich, London, it will be termed as 0 degree longitude. And all other countries were requested to use to make their time zones in the multiple of 7 degree 30 minutes, so that it becomes convenient for everybody. It becomes convenient for us only, for the people. It becomes convenient for the people only for like airports, airplanes वगैरह के लिए, trains वगैरह के लिए. उस चीज को convenient बनाने के लिए it was given an option that choose the time zone of your country in multiple of 7 degree 30 minutes. So as per that, we have chosen our 82 degree 30 minutes east as the Indian Standard Time. Now, this Indian Standard Time passes through, first of all, UP, the Mirzapur. Then we have Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, and we have one more state, that is Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh. So UP, Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, and Madhya Pradesh. These are the 5 states from which our IST passes. In Mirzapur, one city is famous. It's named as in UP. There's one city famous named as Mirzapur, from which exactly this IST passes through. And IST, a question may be asked that IST and Tropic of Cancer and IST converges in the state Chhattisgarh. It's not MP, it's not Madhya Pradesh. It may seem you MP in the map, but if you want to thoroughly observe it, to properly observe it, you can use the Google Earth to check in which state does they converges. So this is the latitudinal extent and the longitudinal extent of India. Now, the difference, if you observe the difference properly, the difference between 37 degree 6 minutes north and the difference between 8 degree 4 minutes north, the difference is of around 30 degrees, approximately 30 degrees. Similarly, in 97 degree 25 minutes east and 68 degree 7 minutes east. The difference is of again 30 degrees. But the distance is 3214 kilometer and it is 2933 kilometer. Now why there's a difference? If the degrees are same, the difference of the degrees are same, then why there is a difference? The difference is because if we observe at these longitudes, each of the longitudes originates from the North Pole and ends in South Pole. So as we'll move towards the poles, the difference between longitudes will keep on decreasing, and at the end it will come to zero when they'll meet at 90 degrees. But there is no such case in latitudes. There is no such case in latitudes, and the difference between latitudes remains almost equal, that is 111 kilometers. But the difference between latitudes, it decreases. So this is the reason that this east-west extent of India has lesser distance, despite the fact that the difference between latitudes and longitudes, latitudinal and longitudinal extent of India has 30 degrees. Next. Next topic, subtopic of Indian geography is coastal locations. What are the coastal states, or you can say oceanic proximity? Oceanic proximity. So oceanic proximity or coastal location means that as we have the longest coastline in Indian Ocean, India has the longest coastline in Indian Ocean, and the coastline is of around 7516 kilometer, out of which 5423 kilometer is of this mainland, and 2094 kilometer is of the Union Territories, one Lakshadweep and the other is Andaman and Nicobar. So 5423 kilometer is of Gujarat. On western coast we have Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka and Kerala. On eastern coast we have Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha and West Bengal. So these are the 9 states of mainland India, and there are also some union territories. Here is Diu, Daman and Diu and Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Now it has been only one single union territory. And here we have Puducherry. The 3 other territories of Puducherry, the one is Karaikal in Tamil Nadu region. Puducherry itself in the main Puducherry is itself in Tamil Nadu. Karaikal, Yanam in Andhra Pradesh and Mahe in Kerala. Why Puducherry has these territories apart? The reason is that here it was the French culture. We usually studied in history that there was a French culture, and due to the French culture we have to put it into a single territory. We will study it in history. in modern history. So this is the oceanic proximity, or you can say coastal location. 5423 kilometer of mainland India and 2094 kilometer of Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar. Acha, I forgot to tell you something, that what is the total area? What is the total area of India? Total area of India is, it's 3287,263 kilometer square. Also you can write 3.28 million square kilometer. Also you can write 328 million hectare and 32.8 lakh kilometer square. This size of India, area-wise, the size of India is this, and it accounts of 2.4% of total mainland, and it is the seventh largest. It is the seventh largest in the world. Now, which countries are above India? Which countries are above India? The first is Russia, then it is Canada, China, USA, Brazil. First Russia, Canada, China, USA, Brazil. Then sixth we have Australia. Seventh, as I told you, it is India. Eighth we have Argentina. Ninth we have I think Afghanistan. I'm not sure about it, so let's leave it over here. Ninth we have, it's Kazakhstan. Sorry. Ninth we have Kazakhstan. And 10th we have Algeria. So India falls on the 7th position. India falls on the 7th position, comprising 2.4% of mainland, 2.4% of whole of the land. Also, if we talk about the coastline of Gujarat, see the maximum coastline of India is of Andaman and Nicobar, which is of 1900. But as it is an UT, if I talk about the state, it is Gujarat. So if a question comes where which of the following states shares the maximum boundary, which has the maximum coastline, then it will be the Gujarat. And if the question comes that which union territory has maximum coastline, then it's Andaman and Nicobar. And if you want to compare between Andaman and Nicobar and Gujarat, the maximum coastline is of Andaman and Nicobar. Next, population size. We have studied the area size. Now we have the population size. One more thing in oceanic proximity. that what is the exclusive economic zone? What is the exclusive economic zone? The exclusive economic zone, which has been declared by UNCLOS, United Convention Exclusive Economic Zone by UNCLOS, United Nation Convention on the Law of Seas. United Nation Convention on the Law of Seas. As per UNCLOS, every country having a coastline have some sovereign rights to that water body to which it is sharing the land. Say in case we have or India has sovereign rights to this Indian Ocean part. Means it can extract the resources. It can extract the resources like crude oil, fisheries, anything. You can extract, you can exploit the resources in the regions. Now, till what region, till what distance we can exploit? It is till around 200 nautical miles. 200 nautical miles, you can say around 370 kilometers. Because 1 nautical mile is equals to 1.85 kilometer. 1 nautical mile is equals to 1.85 kilometer. Also, the exclusive economic zone is further divided say this is low tide line. It is LTL. LTL is taken low tide line. We know what is high tide, what is low tide. So the low tide line from low tide line till 12 nautical miles. Till 12 nautical miles we have a territorial waters. And from further 12 nautical miles. Further 12 nautical miles means in total 24 nautical miles. We have contiguous zone. We have contiguous zone, and further till 200 nautical miles we have, or total you can say it is till 200 nautical miles we have exclusive economic zone. The name itself describes exclusive economic zone. Means you can use it for your economic purposes, for extracting, exploiting any resources. So remember this contiguous zone, territorial water, means it is if a ship is passing through contiguous zone, so that ship of another country will have, and it's using the region, this zone for trading. So that ship will have to pay the custom duty or so-called duties, the further duties which are applied. So till 200 nautical mile we will have exclusive economic zone. Now, we have studied the countries area wise. Now we'll study the Indian states area wise. The first is Rajasthan. The first is Rajasthan. Then we have Maharashtra. Then we have Madhya Pradesh. Then we have UP, but earlier it was Andhra Pradesh over here. Before the bifurcation, before the division of Andhra Pradesh into Telangana and Andhra Pradesh was on the 4th position. And on 5th, earlier we had Jammu and Kashmir before 2019. Now as Jammu and Kashmir has been declared as an UT, so we have Gujarat. And 6th we have Karnataka. All these 3 states comprises of 1/3 of India's land. 1/3 of India's land. Now, what is the population size of India? As per population, India falls on the second place. Population size. First we have China. As per United Nations, it is 1.43 billion. And second we have India. Again, as per United Nations, we will surpass China by 2028. We will surpass China by 2028. China has 1.43 billion and we have 1.38 billion. Next we have USA. Then we have Indonesia. And then we have Pakistan. Then we have Brazil. If we talk about the population size of Indian states, So on first we have UP with 27 crore of population. Then we have Maharashtra. At third we have Bihar. Bihar has the maximum density. Bihar has the maximum density of population. So now we are left with the neighboring countries and what is the land border which we share with them. We'll discuss the land border and the neighboring countries and issues with the neighboring countries in the next video. Thank you.